Young, I don't understand what to do. You should point towards Mola. You were suffering all alone and I didn't have any idea. It is true that I was angry on her, but why didn't I try to address behind it her? I wouldn't stand by her when she needed me. I left her alone to suffer. I failed once again, failed once again, but two, I failed you once again. Then I failed as son, now as brother. You were hurt emotionally. You know, look at me. I made him face you, Taehyung. You, I was about to say when you stopped him. You are not a failure. Don't dare to call my husband a failure. Yes, you were one not with her, but now you are with her. We are all are for her. It's not too late. The doctor said, right, she will be fine. Taehyung, she will be definitely fine, right? You trust me, she will be nodded your head. Taehyung immediately put you into hug. Taehyung, thank you for being so understanding and being with me. You also hugged him back and carried his back soothing me. After some time, you and Taehyung were in Mola's room. Only Taehyung was sitting beside Mola, caressing her head while you sitting on what she was going through Mola's report. That's when they hear Mola voice. Mola blinked her eyes several times and slowly opened her eyes only to find Taehyung who was looking at her. Mola got up suddenly with a gasp. Taehyung, Mola, she looked at Taehyung, Mola for immediately. Then only she realized that they know everything. You came towards her. You okay now, Mola? Mola gave a small nod and looked down at again. You need water or would like to have something? Mola, water slowly. You fill the glass and give her water. Mola, how water? She sees all the mess was clean and her reporters were there on table. You took the glass from her and kept it on table. Taehyung, Mola, Angel, look at me. Lovely cupping her face. Mola looked at him slowly. Taehyung, why did you hide all this? My sister never used to hide anything from me. She used to share everything. Why didn't you tell me all this calmly? Mola didn't answer. You thought she should be give sometime. You, Taehyung, leave it, give her sometime. Saying when Taehyung know you, she will say if she don't want, doesn't discuss now, then she only need to say this. You nodded and kept silent. Taehyung, tell me, Mola, why you couldn't share this with me? If I angry on you, that mean I hate you. Am I really so bad? I know I left you all, but why didn't you try to tell me the truth? Mola is filled with tears and is right down from her eyes. His stove left out and she broke down. Mola, I'm sorry, Appa. I thought you hate me and I feel guilty for doing all that. You and you, everyone hate me. You also hate me. You will never forgive me for what I did. I hate myself. I thought you won't believe as I already created mess in your life. You were already suffering from your problems. I didn't want to add more to your life. I shouldn't have trusted that my choices were wrong. If I would have listened to you, then nothing would have happened. I crying and took a pause. Taehyung, Mola, calm down, relax, tell me everything, Angel. You know you never need to hide anything from your brother. I am here with you, Mola. It is all my mistake. Up after you left, started telling everything that she was feeling and how anxiety took over her. She was crying, Taehyung, and you were hearing her. Taehyung pat her back and relax her, but it's good for her to take out the things she had hidden inside her. Mola, and when you told me the reality about Frank, I felt so disgusted and pathetic. I shouldn't have trusted him. I shouldn't have let him come in my life crying. He got punishment for his death. You don't need to think about that anymore. Mola, we meet thousands of people in our life. We could forget some and few. We should forget you are safe. Do you think I can let anything happen to my sister? Calmly, Mola, look at him. I nodded no. Taehyung, then why to feel scared of anything? I'm definitely not thinking about that disgusting person. If we make wrong choice one time, then it is necessary that we will be always wrong. No, right, Mola? But Appa, I tried to say, but Taehyung interpreted. Taehyung, Mola, think what will I first keep you here? Not look behind and hurt you. Mola, but Appa, I am not able to do that. It is always make me feel I can do only wrong. I feel I can only hurt everyone. Taehyung, you did right. You tried to unite me with you. You told her the truth. You accepted your mistakes, which is something not everyone do. Han told us everything, Mola, and I am so happy that my sister got little mature to understand our mistakes. But at the same time, I am glad what were you doing to do? Mola got that he was talking about her stupid decision of getting married to Viraj to save you. Mola, I wasn't getting any idea what I should have done. Already ruined a lot, so I thought if this would bring you back together, then past it. And what about her mom, dad? What about they feel and you who she felt that your life ruined because of saving her? Mola stayed silent. He calmly talked to her, make her understand, ask her problems. He was looking at them. Mola was somewhat calm. Mola, I'm sorry for everything I did, Appa, but please forgive me. I'm sorry. I promise I will try to change myself to good. I will never repeat my mistake, but please forgive me. Don't ignore me. Please repeat the word. Taehyung, you won't change yourself. Straight at Mola, Appa, please, I'm sorry with you. Taehyung, you don't need to change. You just needed to understand your mistakes and you did so. Now come over it. My sister is perfect the way she is, and from now on, never think all that. Forget everything that happened in past. Taehyung, I am sorry I wasn't with you when you needed me. I was blinded in my own revenge and ignored you. I am sorry, Mola, but I promise from now it will be never happen. You are precious to me, Mola. No, Appa, it is not your mistake. I did wrong and I know if you weren't that mistake, I shouldn't have told you. But you do to my own fear and guilt. I could never dare to tell you. Taehyung, it's okay. And doctor told you are going to be fine. So just never stress yourself for anything. You have all of us and feed it in your tinny but stupid head that no one hate my angel sister, Mola. Mola smiled a bit with tears. She looked at you, nodded her with a blink and smiled a bit. Mola felt her emotions overpowering her. She hugged Taehyung. Taehyung felt relief. He patted back of her head. A couple of minutes later, he broke the hug and wiped her tears. Taehyung, never cry. I don't like to see my Mola crying. Mola pressed her lips with smile and nodded as tears slipped from her eye when suddenly something crossed her mind. Mola, Appa, Mom, Dad, Appa, please don't tell about my anxiety desire to Mom, Dad. They will blame themselves. Please, Appa, holding his hand, Taehyung. And what about me seeing you like that? Wasn't I blaming myself and still doing what about Jungkook? He also remember but that's right. Mola, no, Appa, it wasn't your mistake. It was because of me and I never Jungkook. Appa, I will talk to him. I know he will also angry. He can take out his anger, but he will forgive me. Please don't blame yourself or feel guilty about it. Young, for that you have to promise something. Promise me you are going to find soon. You will never stress yourself thinking about past. If you will ever feel anything wrong, you will share with me. You won't hide anything ever. Mola smiled with tears. I promise, Mola. Good day, young, it again. Few minutes later, Taehyung, by the way, Mola, I think you have still kept something hidden from me. You smiled, knowing what he was talking about. Mola looked at him confusingly. Mola, what? Taehyung, yes, some another thing, or rather about someone you should tell me, raising his eyebrows. Mola face expression changed. Nothing apart, Taehyung. Mola, you just promise me you won't hide anything from me. Tell me, I know it is bothering you and you are thinking negatively. Mola, Jimin, Mikili, Taehyung looked at her, asking her to continue. Mola shook her head. Mola, it's nothing appa, and I am not good for him. I will hurt him also. It is better if we go away from my life slowly. You what? It is not like the Mola, Taehyung, so you don't love him. If we go away, you won't be affected. Mola looked at him suddenly. She looked sad. Taehyung, once I told you don't understand the meaning of love, but now when you do, you don't want to accept it. Mola, but I feel I am not perfect for him. Taehyung, no one is perfect or imperfect in this world. It is just the way you see a person, although it is up to you and totally your decision. But Mola, never run away from anything. Accept it with heart. Mola, I always talk freely with you, so tell me, do you think Jimin is anyway like Frank? I mean, you feel uncomfortable around him or doesn't like anything about him? Mola, what? No way, Appa, he is no way like Frank. Jimin is nice and perfect the way he is, and he is mostly like you. That make me comfortable. Young, then what is the problem? He is my best friend and I know him too. I can see how much he loves you, but just because of one insecurity, you shouldn't let go what your heart wish. It is better to leave the insecurities. Just calm me a bit, relax and think here your heart. Mola understood his words. She closed her eyes and take a deep breath. Then she nodded. Mola, I love him with small smile. Young, I knew that already. Just wanted to hear it from you. Don't doubt your decision. If you can trust him, then don't question yourself. You now, if your brother and sister patch up is done, then can we also patch up as friends? Trust me, I terribly miss her a lot. In dramatic tone, Mola no shook her head. You know, Taehyung also looked confused. Mola, you said only friends, but I need my positive best friend back, or rather my sister-in-law now who used to break bones of some bosses who tried to mess with her or me. With smile, you nodded smilingly with glass. Yes, you sure best friends hugging each other. Mola closed her eyes in relief. She didn't have any idea that this day will prove the luckiest day of her life when she will get everything she loves. You was hugging Mola and you looked at Taehyung who was having relieved smile on his face. Time skips next morning. Mola, Jungkook, Appa, please, I am sorry, please forgive me. Slowly looked down. Jungkook was looking away from her. He was angry on her, but more than that, he was angry on himself that he couldn't help his sister. In fact, he didn't even know about. He was so worried and scared for her, looking at her condition last night. Jungkook and Han came to meet Mola in the morning itself. They came to know that she was ordered Mr. and Mrs. Kim were going to return by evening from the wedding. Jungkook, no, Mola, why sorry, no, huh? You just do what you think is right. You who we are, no one right. Instant net straight tone. Young Jungkook, please calm down. Calmly, Jungkook closed his eyes and took a deep breath. Then he opened his eyes and looked at Mola and said hurtfully, Jungkook, Mola, for a minute I got that I am not your own brother, or maybe you doesn't consider me as your brother. That why you didn't care to share your problems with me, but was saying, but was interrupted. Mola looking at him shockingly, what? No, Appa, I never thought that like that ever. You are also my brother like Taehyung. Appa, please don't say that. I never did any kind of comparison between both of you. Shockingly, Jungkook, yeah, that's why we both know anything about your condition. You chose to keep everything to yourself. Mola, once you said to share everything with us, and suddenly we mean nothing. Mola, I'm sorry, Appa. I thought after what I did with Taehyung, Appa, you also don't want to talk to me and hate me along with him. You were also dragged into all this. What I forced Taehyung Appa to do in must have been. I also didn't listen to you when you tried to make me understand after Taehyung Appa also hurt you. I thought I lost you both with stammered voice, and she was looking down and with tears right down from her eyes. I was listening her. They felt bad, and Taehyung and Jungkook felt guilty for not even trying to talk to her in this couple of years. Mola, I'm sorry, Appa. I will never do that again. I promise. Please forgive me. Broke into sob after it didn't took a minute for Jungkook to meet before anyone could come towards her to console. He is just ambassador Mola and hugged him and cried. He patted her head soothingly. Mola, I'm sorry, Appa crying. Jungkook, okay, calm down. It's okay, it's my mistake too that I didn't try to know about you calmly. Mola, no, it is all because of me. I'm sorry, I always do wrong, only sobbing in his embrace. Jungkook, it is nothing. Stop now, stupid girl. How does your little but stupid mind thinks way too far? How can we think to hate our baby sister who is little stubborn but cute? Calmly, you and Hans smile looking at them. Young Mola, calm down and just gently patted her back and looked at her as she wasn't ready to stop. Jungkook, okay, if you're not going to stop in a minute, then we are as well not going to talk to you. What's it? Young, yeah, exactly. She loved her crying more than her brothers. Then be it to stop her, but it is backfired. Mola, no, Papa, please started crying more loudly, crunching her hold on Jungkook. Jungkook and Taehyung, you are consoling her or threatening her unbelievably. You exactly looking at Taehyung with phone. Few minutes later, her cries subsided, but she was still sobbing silent. They were trying to stop her, knowing about her health, but she was so overfilled with emotion that it flows out. The more she was trying to hold it, they understand her, but they can't take risk with her health, thinking, what if she get another anxiety attack? That's when Jungkook thought something and suddenly says, Jungkook, Jimin, thank God you are here. I told you, get some normal girl as my sister is so much crybaby. See, normal to as soon as Mola heard it, she immediately broke the car and said, Mola, I am not a crybaby. And Jimin, I tried to look back at door only to find no one. She looked back at Jungkook, who had playful smile and raised his eyebrows, and Taehyung Sik was standing beside him, Han, and you were looking at her with teasing smile. Mola, Jungkook, Appa, you are so bad. Taehyung, Appa, you to make an face, but then she threw herself towards him and hugged both of them as she got her brothers back. They also hugged her back with smile. Jungkook was always so playful with her. She just wanted everything the way it was. She broke the hug and Taehyung held her face gently, wiping her tears. Taehyung, don't you dare to shed tears anymore. Okay, Mola nodded with smile, pressing her eyes, holding happy tears. Jungkook, yes, and you are never gonna lose your brother. I am always here for you. Taehyung, me to emphasize. Jungkook, yeah, but I hope you know that she love me more than you giving it. I smile to Taehyung. Taehyung, yeah, why not live that life that what give you peaceful sleep at night? But don't Jungkook, I hear that. What do you mean? Mola Appa unbelievably has it one of those discussions that never came to it. Since yes, which brother Mola love more and Mola chose never to answer this stupid question and told them to find answer by themselves. So since the time it is continued, Yu and Han looked unbelievably at their husband as they were involved in their so-called important discussion while Mola shook her head at them but smiled in satisfaction. After Taehyung took Mola to hospital for her checkup and session as doctor told them last night, you also accompanied them. The session went good. Mola was much better. She was happy. The doctor discussed everything with them and told them that hopefully Mola will be totally alright soon, and after last night her condition improved a lot, which gave them relief. Jungkook called Taehyung to know about what doctor said. Taehyung informed him. Jungkook and Han were equally happy and relieved. In car, they were coming back from hospital. Taehyung was driving the car. Yu was in passenger seat while Mola was sitting at bed. Taehyung was coming to and Mola was so happy today, but in all this she was feeling restless somewhere in her heart. He didn't call her since morning, neither he came to meet her. Mola mind, why didn't he call? Is he gonna leave me after knowing about my anxiety? Taehyung, no, he is not like that, right? He said he will always with me. What if he didn't call? She should call him. Yeah, Mola thought, looking at his contact number in Nirma to call him or not. Finally decided to call him. She was about to touch the call button, but then only the car shuffle. Mola looked out only to see they have reached mansion. They came out of car as they were going inside. Mola said, Mola, Appa, I am going to nearby park. I will come in sometime. Taehyung, yeah, okay, noted. At park, Mola was standing and looking at few children who were playing Mola with a ball. Looking at them when she was suddenly pulled by her forearm, and before she could understand anything, she was pinned to shade tree. The very next moment, she felt herself caged in someone familiar, yet soothing embrace whose face in her face, her eyes closed, feeling it, and her nostril hit his collar on her lips, carving into pleasant smile, and she also encircled her arm around his torso, resting her forehead on his shoulder, while his arms encircled around her waist. Mola, where were you? Whispered slowly. She heard him let out a small chuckle before saying, Jimin, I thought your first dialogue will be you scared me. Saying this, he broke the hug and looked at her. She opened her eyes and looked at him. Mola, I am not scared of you, Mr. Park, as I know it is only you, Jimin. But it is not that tough actually. As for the matter of fact, no one else can dare to pull you like this and hug you other than me. A positive tone. Mola smiled at him. Jimin, damn, I missed you. He mumbled near her face and cupped her face with one hand. His thumb carries her cheek slowly yet sensually. Mola, yeah, that's why you didn't even think to call or message me for once. A bit sarcastically and looked away. Jimin raised his eyebrow amusingly. Jimin, oh seriously, are you complaining to me like a typical girlfriend? Miss Mola with smirking smile. Mola, don't change the topic. You know how desperate I was. I was getting into thoughts. No matter how hard I was trying to get rid of it, I couldn't. I need you, Jimin, truthfully. When he pulled her closer so that their faces were inch, but Jimin, this is what you made me feel every time you ignored me, or maybe words whisper. Mola looked at him, but before she could say something, he added further in serious tone. And your restlessness was nothing compared to what the hell you made me feel last night. You snatched my breath, Mola. I feel so miserable, like I have you still. You are so far from marriage. I thought I knew you. I thought the girl I love has trust me enough to share everything about herself. And did you share your every insecurities and fear with me before confessing your life to me, but not about your problems? I felt so vulnerable that I couldn't even know you were suffering. You made me the happiest person that I confessing your love yesterday, but on the same day you made me feel worse too. When I was your good, then why were you pushing me away, Mola? Why didn't you want me to let me heal you? Tell me something, Mola. Was that also a reason you didn't want me to with you? She could feel his pain and worry in his voice. Jimin, tell me, Mola, did you think that I will not accept you if you tell me about your anxiety problem? Mola closed her eyes and nodded as he held her arm loosened and she opened her eyes with jerk. She held his hand immediately. Mola, no, please don't leave Jimin. Jimin, I will never leave you, even though you will say that to me, giving her a look that he is there to listen to her. Mola, I trusted you, Jimin. I will always treat you as one of my insecurity that was holding me back. When I said I am not perfect with you, this is what I meant. I didn't want you to make you suffer with me when you can get the best girl who deserves a guy like you, but you washed away those fear from my heart, and I see a hope in you. Mola, yes, you are my heel, but I didn't want to selfish again in my life to destroy other life for my happiness. No matter how hard I tried, but you own my heart, Jimin. You made me come out of my shell that I put around my ship and couldn't help but fall in love with you. When I said I love you, then I mean it with all my heart, Jimin. Yes, I heard this from you, not only you, but everyone, and I only hurt everyone by this. But please forgive me. I'm sorry. I love you, Jimin. I can't so lose you. Please, I am sorry for hurting you by hiding the details. And was looked down, then on he cupped her face and gently made her look up into his eyes. Jimin, do you think I can afraid to lose you, Mola? I'm sorry, was saying when he put finger on her lips. Jimin, I will love you too, Mola. I forgive you, but you need to promise few things as I don't want to live with any fear and misunderstanding between us. Dignity. He wiped a tear from corner of her eyes. Mola smiled a bit, hearing him and nodded. Mola, I promise everything, whatever you say. Jimin smiled. He put his forehead against her. Time skips evening, leaving that in the evening when Mr. and Mrs. Kim came out. Taehyung told them everything, although Mola tried to stop him, saying not to tell them as it will hurt them. But Taehyung made her understand that if somebody they will come to know from outside, then they will feel more miserable. Also, they are their parents, they have all right to know about their children. He asserted that nothing will happen. Mola was standing beside you. Mr. and Mrs. Kim were also thinking that Mola didn't tell them anything, but Taehyung assured them that Mola is going to be fine, so they have nothing to worry. Now, Mrs. Kim scolded Mola for hiding such a big thing from them and facing everything alone, but Mola asked forgiveness. Mr. and Kim told Taehyung that he also wanted to talk to the doctor and tell Mola that they are always with her, so get fine. So they want the daughter totally alright. Mola nodded with smile. Taehyung told them that he and you had already forgiven her for everything, so they should also forgive her. It is time for them to move on from past emotion. And Mrs. Kim was so happy hearing it. They also wanted that everything sorted between them. They hugged Mola and Taehyung happily. They also hugged you. Their family was together and happy. What more can everything wish after all that they are sitting in hall together? Mr. Kimball, I never knew that today after coming back home we are going to get so many news, Mrs. Kim. Yes, but at the end everything is about happiness and together. So I am very happy today, happy to tell you and Mola said hearing this, then only something crossed the young man. There is one more thing, Mom and Dad. Oh no, how can we miss this? Suddenly thinking something. Mr. Kim, what happened, Taehyung? Is there anything else worried thinking about Mola? Taehyung, mom, don't worry. This one is gonna make you happy. So, Mola, would you like to tell them? Taehyung her with a glint of paper smile. Mola, me looking at him, she got about what he was talking. But does she have to say this to mom and dad? But how, Taehyung? Yeah, it's about your life. Then I guess you only say tell them. Shake his shoulder. Mr. Mola, and what happened? You tell us, dear, being confused. Mola, it is okay, Appa. I will tell them later. What's Harry giving it at Taehyung? Hey, why later? Tell them now. They should also know about this. Mr. Yeah, dear, tell us. Mola, not helpless and thought to start. Mola, dad, I gulped as she felt thirsty. Suddenly, her throat died. Mrs. Kim, yeah, Mola, we are listening. I stood her to tell Mola, looked at you, pleading with us to help her. You gave her citizen man and took her shoulder that she's not going to do that. You, yeah, Mola, come on, tell them, hiding her smile. Mola, you betrayer, you also took sight of your husband. I will see you, muttered under her breath. Mrs. Kim, what are you talking to yourself, Mola? Tell us clearly. Mola, yes, yeah, Mom, I was saying I am trying tamad. Then only a servant came there to serve them juice and water. Mola immediately took a glass of water and gulped it in one breath. They put the glass on table. Mr. and Mrs. Kim looked at her confused. Mr. Kim, Mola, dear, you okay now? With concern looking at her behavior. Mola, yeah, Dad, I'm fine with small set, nervous smile and short thumbs up. Mr. Kim, okay, then tell us what is it you want to say. Mola nodded nervously. She took a deep breath and you were enjoying the whole scenario. Tang took the orange juice and was enjoying it eagerly, waiting how she is going to tell it to Mr. and Mrs. Kim. Mola, Mom, Dad, oh, actually, I kept stammering. Mrs. Kim, dear, move ahead from I, we understand you, but what's next? We are not able to understand. And Mola, Mom, Dad, I actually that I missed your wedding, so tell me how is it? Suddenly flirted out of nowhere. Taehyung spat out drinks, laughing uncontrollably. It is just a failed attempt. You also couldn't hold back herself and checked while Mola made an face as she wasn't able to tell them.